What would you do if your body refused to do the one thing you've trained for your entire life? On the biggest stage of his life, Barry Vampire couldn't throw a single dart. Dartitis froze him in front of thousands, threatening to shatter a rising star's career. But this story goes beyond the scoreboard. It's about battling the mental and physical fight when your own body won't cooperate, and what it takes to win it. Stick around to see how Barry faced one of dart's darkest battles and found his way back. In October 2013, just 17 years old, Barry Vampire won the Next Talent of Darts event in the Netherlands. This wasn't just any tournament, it featured the best young players from both the Netherlands and Germany, so beating them all was a huge early statement. That win earned him a spot on Dutch TV for the 2013 Finder Masters Youth Show, where Barry made it all the way to the final, finishing runner-up. It was his first taste of big stage pressure and the start of his rise in darts. Barry kept the momentum going at the WDF Euro Cup, where in both 2013 and 2014, he helped the Dutch boys team and overall team clinch the title. Then, in 2015, he won the youth singles at the Denmark Open. A strong signal he was one of Europe's best young players. That same year, he debuted on the PDC Development Tour and immediately made his mark. On his very first weekend, Barry won 2 of the 4 events, dropping just 5 legs in 7 games, including tough matches against former tour card holders Jamie Lewis and Aidan Kirk. By the end of 2015, Barry had finished 3rd on the Development Tour Order of Merit. That earned him a PDC Tour card for 2016 after Bradley Kirk, who topped the list, declined it due to health reasons. As 2016 began, Barry's star continued to rise. He reached the quarterfinals of the 2nd UK Open qualifier and qualified for his first PDC major event, the UK Open. Later, he earned a spot at the Players' Championship Finals, where he showed grit, beating Cristo Reyes before falling to Josh Payne. His breakthrough moment came at the World Youth Championship Final, narrowly losing to Corey Cadby on live TV, a sign that Barry was becoming a serious contender in the world of darts. Barry first noticed dartitis, a condition that blocks even the simplest motion creeping in during a PDC floor event in early 2017. The problem disappeared briefly but returned strongly at the World Youth Championship just a week before the Grand Slam. On stage against Simon Whitlock, Barry struggled badly to release his first dart, sometimes taking nearly 25 seconds before finally throwing. Unaware of dartitis, many fans grew impatient and began booing, thinking he was deliberately slowing the game. Even with all that pressure and slow pace, Barry stayed focused. The match reached a nail-biting deciding leg. Whitlock missed 6 match darts, giving Barry one last chance. After nearly a half-minute pause, Barry finally found the release and nailed double 10 to win. It was a moment of sheer resilience, proof that even when dartitis threatened to ruin his game, Barry refused to give in. The very next day, Barry faced 2-time world champion Gary Anderson. Falling behind 3-0, Barry struggled more and more to release his darts smoothly. The crowd's impatience turned to boos, making the atmosphere even tougher. Early in the 5th leg, overwhelmed, Barry broke down in tears right on stage, but the crowd quickly rallied, chanting his name and showing support. Gary Anderson and referee Russ Bray came over afterward to console him, a powerful moment of respect and compassion in the sport. In Barry's final group match against Cameron Menzies, both players knew a win meant qualification. Barry started strong, taking the opening leg and appearing to have control. But as the match went on, his dartitis worsened. The sudden death leg was tense beyond words. Barry took nearly 30 seconds before releasing his first dart. Menzies missed a 116 checkout and a crucial shot at 20. Barry then hit singles 19 and 20, leaving tops for the match. But when it came time to finish, he couldn't release the dart for almost 40 seconds, eventually missing double tops. Menzies missed 3 more match darts, and finally, Barry hit double 10 to claim victory. Both players were in tears. Understanding the emotional and physical battle Barry had just fought, Barry later revealed he had been practicing a slightly different throw to manage that first dart release, constantly reminding himself to pull your foot back and get rid of it right away. It was clear he was battling an exhausting mental and physical struggle. Dartitis was no ordinary opponent. Barry knew he had to keep competing to stay in the game. Working with a physiotherapist, he started dry needling sessions to ease muscle tension in his arm and shoulder, muscles that tightened painfully during matches. This physical treatment helped him regain some control over his throw. He also experimented with a slightly different grip and stance, adjusting his release point to try to bypass the mental block Dartitis created. This meant hours of drills, focusing on rhythm and timing, sometimes practicing with metronomes or slow breathing exercises to keep calm. Barry's training wasn't only physical, he worked with sports psychologists to tackle the anxiety and pressure that came with Dartitis. Visualization, techniques, and mindfulness exercises became part of his routine, helping him manage the fear that each throw might freeze him again. Recovery was slow and often frustrating. Some days his throw felt nearly normal, other days the block returned with full force, forcing him to pause mid-throw or even abandon practice sessions, but he refused to quit. With the unwavering support from his team and family, Barry kept pushing, taking small steps forward. He focused on consistency rather than perfection, knowing that every tiny breakthrough was progress in this tough, unpredictable battle. Losing his PDC Tour card at the end of 2017 was a harsh setback for Barry, cutting off his automatic access to the major events he had worked so hard to qualify for. This setback forced him to spend much of 2018 on the Challenge Tour and Development Tour, smaller stages with fewer fans but no less pressure. Every match was a test to prove he still belonged. Late that year, Barry captured a Development Tour title, flashing glimpses of the dominance he once had. But Dartitis still haunted him. His rhythm and timing often faltered, making consistency elusive. The dream of reclaiming his place on the main tour felt just out of reach. In 2019, Barry took on Q School, the grueling qualifier where hundreds compete for only a handful of tour cards. He came close, but didn't secure a card. Dartitis was a familiar foe during those matches, with long pauses and hesitation disrupting his flow and confidence. The start of 2020 brought renewed hope. After battling through the 3-day Q School Marathon, Barry reached the final day but narrowly missed out again. Still, he refused to let defeat define him. Soon after, he won the very first Development Tour event of the year, climbing the Development Order of Merit and securing a tour card for the 2021 season. Barry's performance took a dramatic turn for the better in 2021. He reached the semi-finals at a Players' Championship event, his deepest run in years, and showed glimpses of the precision and confidence that once made him a rising star. But the ups and downs of Dartitis weren't fully behind him. By late 2022, Barry faced another setback when he missed out on retaining his tour card. It was a tough reminder of just how fierce the competition is and how Dartitis can linger like a shadow no player wants. Still, Barry's spirit never wavered. He stayed focused, eyes fixed on every upcoming opportunity. January 2023 marked a turning point. At the Dutch Open, the largest darts event in the world, drawing over 2,500 players, Barry kept his nerve under immense pressure. Match after match, his finishing was clinical, his rhythm steady, with none of the hesitation that once plagued him. In the final, Barry averaged a solid mid-90s score, but it was his calm under pressure that truly shone. Against a tough opponent, he hit the key doubles when it mattered most, sealing his first ever WDF ranking title. The roaring crowd witnessed a moment of redemption after years of struggle. Later that year, at the 6th Challenge Tour event, Barry raised the bar even higher. He averaged an incredible 112.13, one of the top 6 averages ever recorded since the Challenge Tour began using Darts Connect technology. His thrilling performance included a 161 checkout and several 180s, electrifying fans and proving he was back among the elite. Barry carried his momentum into 2024 and 2025. In 2024, he captured the Benelux Darts Masters title and made a strong showing at the PDC World Darts Championship with impressive wins and clinical finishing. While he hasn't yet added another major title in 2025, Van Peer continues to compete consistently, proving his resilience and determination to remain a top contender in the darts world. Barry's struggle with Dartitis highlights the mental health battles athletes face. Despite setbacks and losing his tour card, he fought back with grit and clutch performances. His story proves resilience is key. If you love darts or face your own challenges, remember, mental strength matters. Like, subscribe, and keep aiming high. Your comeback starts now.